What information to include in an InFORMed PICF? Introduction. An important aspect of the InFORMed PICF template is providing only the information that potential participants need to decide whether to take part in your research project. This ensures that the most important information about your project doesn't get obscured by less relevant details. But how do you decide what information is key information? And what about people who want to know more? This is where the concepts of layered consent and supplementary information are useful. In this video, we will talk about these concepts and how they can help you to present your information. Layered consent. Layered consent is the concept of splitting information that may be relevant for research participants into two categories. Key information is the information that many potential participants would consider significant to help decide whether to participate in a research project. And supplementary information is extra information that some people may find useful, but is not essential for a potential participant's decision whether to participate in the research project. Using layered consent has two key characteristics: creating a physical separation of the key information and supplementary information, and allowing potential participants to decide for themselves whether to read the supplementary information before deciding whether to participate. A layered consent approach allows your audience to access the information they need at the time they need it. This helps potential participants to focus on the information that is relevant for the decision they're facing right now, instead of being overloaded with all the information that they may want to access in the future. Deciding what is key information. Perhaps the most challenging aspect of using a layered consent approach is deciding what information is key information. The InFORMed template has been structured to help guide you on the most important information to include in your PICF. This includes information that is required in a PICF under guidelines such as the National Statement on Ethical Conduct in Human Research. Ultimately, however, the best people to help you decide what information is key are health consumers, patients, carers, and people using the health system. Supplementary information. Not all research projects will need supplementary information. If all the relevant information is covered by the key information, you may only need the main PICF. For other research projects, supplementary information might include information about standard of care procedures that will take place regardless of whether a person decides to participate in the research project. More detailed information about risks, including less serious and/or less common risks that do not need to be included in the PICF. Access to the project's privacy policy and data management plan. There may also be information that's important during participation, but is less relevant at the time of consent, such as detailed assessment schedules, practical information for participants like where to park and how to get there. How should I provide supplementary information? When deciding how to provide supplementary information, you should think about who is your target audience and what do you know about their communication and information preferences. How many people may need access to this information? What resources do you have available to set up this information and keep it up to date? Some options that may work include putting all the information together into a booklet to give to potential participants digitally or in paper copy, creating a website for your research project where you can have all the information easily accessible, developing a list of links to external resources that you can email to potential participants. Conclusion. Remember, the PICF itself should focus only on what participants need to know to make a decision whether to take part in the project. Keeping other information separate but available when they need it helps to keep the PICF shorter and easier to understand.